Welcome to levelupyourgame.net. I'm Disrepute, joined by Vor. Hello, Vor.
Alright.
ClanBase Nations Cup 14. Quite live 4v4 team deathmatch grand final. Sweden versus Poland. Exciting night tonight, hey Vor.
Oh yeah, this is the game we've really been looking forward to all season, the final game. The two best teams.
Yeah, just to point out, they did actually meet earlier on in the bracket play. In the upper bracket final, and Sweden came out victorious 2-1, actually decimating Poland on Purgatory, which has caused Poland to eliminate that map straight away and given Sweden the chance to pick Dreadful Place.
Yeah, this is going to be another map where you feel that Sweden are going to have a heavy advantage on, simply because Poland, from what we've heard from various sources, just simply really don't know this map.
We look at the
but
two
they've
teams.
Had time to rectify that, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, actually, some of their clan teams have played this map quite a lot. So
yeah, actually, to be specific, what we've heard is it's Avik who really doesn't know this map, but he has had time since we've been told that to have learnt it, so hopefully he has.
yeah, let's look at the two teams. Dibby, Bab, Puri, and Sparty is the lineup for Sweden. They do have Toxic and Maddox as the substitutes. For Poland, West, Verb, Avik and Zik, and it doesn't look like they've got any extra substitutes to make. But two strong teams nevertheless. Who are going to be the star guys for?
Well, normally you'd pick out Avik as a star guy for Poland, but not on this map, I'm afraid, so they're going to have to rely on Verb and Zik, I think, who should know this map reasonably well. It's been in map rotations for quite a while, and they'd have been probably playing it now and then as Four Kings, and maybe have practiced it since in their new teams as well. Actually, they're both in the same new team, aren't they? And for Sweden, we'll of course see Puri putting in good performances as usual for Sweden. He's played pretty much brilliantly in all of their games. I don't think you can recall a single round where he's let the side down.
And on this map, he plays for XT, and this was their home map last season, so
yeah,
should be pretty
big advantage
experienced.
for Sweden on this map, I think.
So, just talking about the map a little bit, Dreadful Place, new to Quake Live, it wasn't a part of Quake 3. It's got key items, red armor, yellow armor, mega health. It's got a single power up, no second yellow on this map, Vor. And you'd have to say, I guess the quad is one of those maps where it's so important to get control of the quad area before it spawns.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. This quad area on this map is so hard to attack. Any team that chooses to push and take it over early can have a real advantage on position, and you know, if you don't make an organised push onto the quad, all you're going to be doing is giving away frags. It's almost worth not attacking the quad unless you're really in a position to make a strong, well-organised attack. But there are a lot of opportunities to ambush the quad as it leaves the quad area. It's quite exposed. If it goes out high, it can be hit with rails.
Impressive.
And if it goes towards red armor, there's plenty of tight doorways it has to go through to get out that way. There's an interesting map for quad.
We do have the full arsenal available on this map with the gauntlet, machine gun off spawn, shotgun, grenade launcher, rocket launcher, lightning gun, railgun and plasma gun. And it's actually the kind of map that suits every weapon. There's an area for each weapon on this map, isn't there, Vor?
Yeah, absolutely. There's open areas that are totally dominated by rail, and you know, you can be hit from multiple directions with rail if you stray into the wrong areas. The LG and the plasma are so useful in a lot of the tight corridors that this map has, and tight doorways. And they're really hard to push in through those if using those guns. And of course, rocket launcher around many different corners on this map. You can ambush in a lot of places. Of course, shotgun is just a multi-purpose weapon that, other than the wide open areas of the red armor room, you can't really shoot it across there, or at Mega. You still see a lot of shotgun usage in the tight corridors and the doorways.
So Vor, time to ask you, who do you think's going to take this match and become the Nations Cup champions. Poland are, of course, the holders, beating France in the previous cup. Sweden didn't take part in that.
Individually, both teams are quite evenly matched, although I'd give a slight edge perhaps to Sweden on the individual skill. But this Poland team, much more experienced at playing together. They play together as a clan. They've always pretty much used this team in recent history as their nation's team as well. So they're very used to playing with each other, and they've definitely got an advantage in familiarity.
So the rules are, it's a best of 5. Sweden start 1-0 up from coming from the upper bracket, and the map order will be Dreadful Place, then Realm of Steel Rats, Deep Inside, then Grim Dungeons if we require it.
We may of course not even require Deep Inside.
We may not indeed. That could put Sweden 3-0 up if they take the first 2 maps and see them as the Nations Cup champions. So we are going to go live on Dreadful Place. This is the grand final of the Nations Cup, Sweden vs Poland. I'm going to start off with Verb getting a nice spawn for that railgun, not even pressured, and his team has got control of this mega side of the map. They might just decide to stick on this side for now. And it seems like all of Sweden, I guess, got the red armor spawns.
Yeah, this is good by Verb. He's caught out with a shotgun though.
Switched away, didn't try and get the kill on Dibby. Switched away, yeah.
Really good move to look to push in and put pressure on the red, but the positioning by Dibby was really good because you can't see where he was standing, and he took Verb by surprise.
We don't have a time on quad, but it could be any time from 30 seconds to 59 seconds of the first minute. And you see that's why the players are moving in now! Avec taking them all out with plasma. There's a shaft sitting on the floor for him. Perfect. Oh my god! Bab with the grenades!
That's what I meant about ambushing quad as it leaves. You know, tight doorways, you can be taken off guard, and Avec was there with that direct nade from Bab.
That kind of moment can really affect you for the rest of the match as well. Avec must be fuming. There we go, 3 Swedish players down in this rail basement. You have to save all. This is one of the key areas to control on the map.
Yeah, this is where you're going to see a lot of priority by both teams on that rail. You don't want to let the rail be given away for free. You always want to try to take them and making use of them, because there's a lot of areas on this map where you can really put pressure on the other team with rail.
You see Poland with control of the red armor at the moment. Bab was just caught right in the middle of 4 poles. Couldn't really do anything.
Already Sweden putting good amounts of players onto that rail.
Yeah, 2 players there. Bab getting the frag. He's going to move right the way round for these shards and the shotgun. And in fact, Dibby's just walked in and taken the red armor. Looks like Poland have deserted this area. That was a rather bizarre move then, but maybe they prioritised the mega health more than the red. Bab and Dibby moving in. They did have a time on the rail, and there Bab does pick that up. 2 frags the difference. Poland just ahead at the moment. We haven't seen a lot of frags. Tentative play. 25 seconds till the quad now on this map. You can see some teams going as much as 40 seconds before the quad. It's hard to see how these
if you go there early and the other team attacks and you're all there waiting for them, you'll get so many frags from the position advantage.
We've often seen in matches for that teams will get more frags before the quad, thanks to the setup, than actually with the quad run. There we go, Avec, excellent LG, but he does eventually go down to Puri. He's in a good position. That last second knock up. Oh my god! Escapes with 10 health, but now he's got to be careful going around these corners. Is the 50 up? It is. And he's up to 60 health. Mega's not going to be up anytime soon. He could have dropped for the 225s, decided against it. Managed to kill his teammate. But he's up to 100 health again, and with shaft in hand, he's looking like a dangerous individual. Charging around the map.
I don't think he's going to find anyone else, but he's done quite well with this quad. Not too many kills, but he went to good areas with it.
Did get the red armor. Excellent rockets from West. I don't know how the hell he survived that. Maybe he had mega health.
I think he must have.
It seems to take a couple of really big rockets from Puri, and Puri just escapes with that 3 health. Poland still 1 frag to the good though. And perhaps the perceived weakness on this map was more of a ploy. get Sweden to pick a map, and maybe they do feel comfortable on this. See Puri just waiting around this red armor. Maybe we should switch off him. Let's have a look around the map. Sparty up at the quad. Now this is the kind of area you don't really want to spend a lot of time in. There's no real items to pick up there, and well,
a lot of damage to Verb with that machine gun though. Verb missing a few shotgun blasts. Really needs someone else to come to rail with him if it's going to come up anytime soon.
yeah, it's better. He doesn't really want to get at that mega either. It's just going to be worthless getting it, just healthing himself up. Maybe he should palm off his weapons to a teammate here. Yeah.
Yep.
He got 1 health. 15 seconds till quad, and it's looking pretty late already. He must have asked Avik to kill him because he would want to die and get round back for the quad. Only 5 seconds to go, and Poland aren't in there.
No, but Avik's doing a good job of keeping. Well, he was doing a good job.
It's
Actually, Sweden are holding.
easy pickup for Sparty. Dropping down. Could have got hit by that rail. West, he's only 1 health. With the shotgun, with the shaft, and he's got a railgun to work with now. 25 armor. But there we go. Machine gun takes him out from Zik. And Poland's still in the lead. Just bear in mind, Sweden have only dropped 1 map in the whole tournament so far.
And of course that was Purgatory, wasn't it? Not
Against
to
Czech
the
Republic, yeah. Which was a rather surprising result, but nice rail on Dibby there. Purgatory was eliminated by the Poles in this map. So Dibby looking alright with a bit of armour, but he's only got the shotgun, and that kind of corridor's difficult to work in. Actually, he does have the plasma, which is a lot more effective in that corridor if he was to use it.
Switch to Zik. See if he... Oh, he's actually backed off. He was trying to make some rails into red armour from the LG area.
I'm going to switch round anyway. Have a look at Bab. He's now got a railgun with 50 seconds before quad. And it sounded like there was a Polish player up in the quad area, in fact.
Yeah, Zik was up there already.
And that's what we see. The problem is, for Sweden, when they want to move in now, there's already a player for Poland set up that area. And the only routes you can take are 2 tight doorways or a bounce pad. There we go, Bab hitting some good rail shots there, but he's only 18% rail, 25 seconds till the quad. He's going to go up the bounce pad here. And oh, that's a good dodge of the first shaft, but either side, and Poland have this locked.
Yeah, Poland should have this quad no problem, and hopefully Verb will take it. He's still got the mega, no armor, but he's got an LG.
God. All of Sweden rushing up the bounce pad, trying to save the day. Verb palming off his LG, in fact. Quad does get picked up by West. He's got his own shaft. This is excellent play from Poland so far on this map. That setup was so good. I mean, look at the frags they increased from that. They haven't got any frags with the quad yet, though.
Yeah, Sweden did attack quad, but didn't really get any kills. They did a lot of damage to Poland, but if you don't get the kills, it's pretty much wasted effort.
Yeah, we see West just camping out on this shaft, waiting for the ammo. He does eventually get it. He did have a shotgun, rocket, and plasma. In fact, plasma is the most powerful gun.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the most productive quad, but there's really nothing wrong with what he did. He didn't, run in needlessly and give away a weapon trying to get kills when he really didn't have the stack to do it.
Of course, 16 frags isn't much, and I'm sure this Swedish multi-talented team can bring it back.
Look at Dibby here. He's totally snuck into the mega area.
Switch around, Dibby above. Now this is always a dangerous position if one team's holding the mega side.
He really didn't do a good job there. He had over 100 armor and he can't have put out anything more than 50 or 60 damage onto Verb and then taken down. Was unable to secure mega either.
45 seconds till the power-up's going to spawn. West were following. And it looks like Poland are making their way to quad already, 35 seconds before, but there's already Swedish fire, look! That's why you want to get there early, just block off these doorways. Excellent work from Sweden. Sparty does eventually go down to Verb. He now picks up his shaft, he's going to catch Puri in the air. Wasn't good enough, but he hits the rail. There's Bab, he hits his own rail shots. He's now hitting 30%, still not the kind of level he'd want to be hitting. 10 seconds till the quad, moving in. Good shot there. Still alive, Bab. So frustrating for the Polish players, but excellent
That's a
positioning
really
from the
good
Swedes.
job by Bam. He did miss a lot of rails there, but he hit
Oh my
a
God.
few that really made a big difference.
Look at the health of Puri. He managed to pick up the 25 and he's up to 53 already with the 5 health bubbles. Then the 50. Mega's not going to be up for a while.
Could have really used that ammo in the middle corridor.
Gets one frag. Oh, good shaft from, who was that? West, I think. Pushing him down to 25 health. And yeah, there we go. Quad down. So that's good work from West.
Yeah, that is a really good play by Poland. They didn't allow Quad to get more than, what, 2 kills or so?
Yeah, and
That
they
really good
maintain
defensive LG.
10 frag difference.
Yeah. And any worries that Poland would be easily dispatched on this map are certainly put to rest now.
You'd have to say Sweden perhaps made this map choice selection on the fact that Poland have eliminated this map from every single other match they've played so far this season.
Yeah.
The perception being that they're weak on it.
Yeah, they had to eliminate Purgatory based on what happened last time they played Sweden, but you know, it was a good move, I think, by Sweden to pick this. You should pick a map that a team has eliminated in every other game, because they're not eliminating it for no reason.
Over halfway through this first map then, dreadful place. Poland are in the lead, but it's a slender advantage at the moment, and attacks like that from Sweden.
That's exactly what they need to do. You know, when the rails come out, it's a vital item on this map. You know, commit more than one player to it.
Look at the time. Quad coming up in 15 seconds. We've only got one player there at the moment, the Polish player with grenades.
Yeah, and Puri has made 2 kills just prior to this quad, which should mean that those Polish players don't have anything to defend or attack quad with.
They're all going to make a bounce pad rush, it looks like. It's a good rush, but it's too late. And Poland have the quad. It's with Avek.
That's almost surprising. I didn't think Poland would be able to hold off that attack.
And it's just too late by Sweden. It looks like he does pick up the red armor as well. And now, if he can kill all of the Swedish players, which looks like a possibility, it doesn't drop down for the 225s. That could be a mistake. Maybe the 50's up. It's not. It's really looking a little bit weak, but as always, excellent positioning from Avek. His dueling prowess coming to the fore there. He's going to double up this red stack and move through to this key area, the shaft. He's going to have to support his teammates. You can hear them taking damage all around him there. Sparty going to go down. Is Puri going to follow? He's run out of ammo, and the ammo's picked up right in front of him by Puri. Good switch as well. Swede not dropping his weapon to Avek. Bab go down. But we are on his point of view. So far, I mean, looking at the two strategies, it looks like Poland do favour the mega health side of the map.
Yeah, they do, and so far they've done quite a good job of nullifying the pushes from Sweden. They are pushing with an armour advantage most of the time from taking that red, but they're doing a good job of pushing them back.
See Bab and Sparty with nothing. They actually left the red area. And the armour is going to be picked up by a teammate now. Bab's got that rail in the basement. No pressure from Poland. Hits the shot as well, and that's what we're more used to from Bab, hitting every rail shot, but he fails that time. Goes down to Zik. We've got 20 seconds until the quad, and Poland are already set up.
Yeah, Avek should take this last mega, and he'll be... Oh no, Sparty kills Avek as he looks to pick that mega up.
Two Swedish players trying to come through in the upper area. What's that?
Impressive.
It's 9 impressives. This hit for Zik already on this map. Puri coming up the bounce pad, saving the day with the shaft. Easy frag on the back of West and moves through to the red armor area. It's not up for a little while here. It takes a bit of damage from Avek, but it's not going to go down that easily still. Just chasing kills here is Puri. And he's from perfect time with that red. That seemed more luck than anything. There we go, end of the quad run. But again, we see many more frags are made in the defense and setup of the quad than the actual quad run.
Yeah, it's just mainly, I think, because this is a map that is quite easy to hide from quad on. You know, if you know quad's coming one way, you can go the other way, and really there's no intercept point.
A lot of blind corners as well, so you can't just see from miles away the position of the players you're chasing. Poland's still in the lead. They've been in the lead from the start. That's an amazing grenade on Puri. Does eventually go down to West Shaft. Sparty going to follow soon after. Oh! Nice point blank range rail. It's a second rail shot. It must be the first time he's had the rail in the map. Manages to steal a teammate though. And the shaft ammo. Now it's 40 seconds before quad, and 4 frags the difference for. Time to go to quad maybe?
Yeah, if you have items and armor, it's definitely time to go to quad, but you might not necessarily have that, and it's a bit risky to go to quad early with nothing, because it will be very hard to defend against a team moving in with items.
There you go, Sweden were already there. Poland, you could see them all waiting on the yellow side of the map, now moving in, and they do have items to work with, so perhaps Sweden made the mistake, don't have enough to defend it. We'll have to see. They do excellent damage to West, take him out. The teams are actually tied before this quad spawns. 3, 2, 1. It's up. It's in Sweden's hands, and Puri, the main man for the quads, again takes it. Such low health though.
Yeah, Sparty had health and armor, I think. I'm surprised he did not take it.
Well, it's more like they have a designated individual to do the quad runs, Puri, and no matter what health he is, he's gonna do it. Oh, that's an excellent play from Puri, ignoring the player on the green armor, moving through, rushing quickly so as to avoid any rocket fire. Excellent play, but ended up not really getting many frags.
No, but if you noticed on the defense of the quad, Sweden picked up at least 5 frags, I believe, and they lost maybe 1. So that's really good quad defense, and that's where all of a sudden, you know, well, teams are tied again, but they took the lead for the first time in the map.
There we go, Puri's managed to grab an eye on the yellow as well, so if they get control of the yellow and red, they have a massive advantage. And really, if you've got that mega side of the map, you have to be getting the yellows on top of that.
Puri's 3 kills at mega. This is a real problem for Poland, that Puri's barely taking any damage. Finally, he's forced to back off though.
If he switches away, doesn't drop a weapon here. Oh my god, this is such a good play from
Great
Sweden.
support from his team.
Came back round for the yellow, a little bit late. Avik getting an eye on it and grabbing it away from him, but Avik died, so Poland are in a real situation here. 35 seconds before quad. They need to get some items ready for it. And that kill on Puri and the damage on Sparty might have just saved them for this power-up coming up.
They could be struggling on weapons to defend quad with though.
Okay, Sparty's only 11 health. 225s aren't up. Neither was the 50 behind. All the 50 up top. But he's going to find it very hard to push through. He's going to crater, in fact. Now he got the bounce pad with the rail though. That's such a lucky spawn.
Again, 4 kills defending the quad for Sweden. That's going to mean Poland are in so much trouble.
There we go. Puri again, the quad carrier. No real armor to work with, but he has got a good bit of health. He's got the shaft as well. Not much ammo, but the red's up. Perfect timing. And that's a very good route to get ammo and health.
He should catch the team out going back this way.
There we go, West! Just distracted by another Swede. Gets
If
in
he'd
the
have
back.
chosen to go to rocket launcher, I think he'd have found 3 Poland players hiding in that sort of area.
I mean, this is a very good play from Sweden, even when they were at the disadvantage, kept it very close, and as soon as they got that advantage over Poland, they've just extended this lead. And going into the last power-up, in 70 odd seconds, they're definitely looking like they're the team on top. What can Poland do for?
Well, they need to try and defend one part of the map and keep Sweden out of it, at least until they can get some armor and some weapons. Because at the moment, you've seen in the last 2 minutes or so, that Puri has done a brilliant job of really making use of the fact that Poland had nothing. He was just keeping the pressure up and getting so many frags, and you know, when he was looking weak, his team were in at the exact right time supporting him.
Yeah, with the
Hard
Verb.
for Poland to do anything against that.
Verb going down to Dibby just after she picked up the rail as well, so the rail will spawn a couple of seconds before quad, but pretty much too close to get it first, so in a way there's nothing to worry about for the team that sets up quad from any rail shots firing in, and it looks like Sweden have got that already. Here we go, Bab.
This is going to be hard for Poland to move in.
You have to say, if they get this quad, then that's definitely sealed the deal on this first map.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go, that was easy. Very easy in the end. Puri taking the quad. See what kind of run he can get. Going into the shaft of Havoc!
That's great play though. That's exactly what you need to do when you realise you can't attack the quad because you're just going to be giving away frags, but you can easily ambush it as it leaves.
Well, this first map, it is Sweden's map choice. Dreadful place. They will take a 2-0 scoreline onto the third map. Realm of Steel
you have to
Rats.
say that was expected really, that Sweden would take this map. I mean, Poland really surprised us in some ways by playing so well for the first 15 minutes on this map. But I think they'd have expected to lose this. I don't think they're going to be too worried. They're going to go on to Realm of Steel Rats and hopefully keep this final alive.
You'd have to say the next series of maps would definitely suit them. You got Realm of Steel Rats, which they're definitely strong on. You got Deep Inside, one of their favourite maps, and then Grim Dungeons.
They can get CPM 4 and take it to the next set of maps, then they're definitely in with a shout. Could we see though Toxic make an appearance for Realm of Steel Rats?
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
It wouldn't surprise me to see maybe Bab dropped in favour of Toxic for that map. Bab is probably their strongest rail player, but with no railgun present on Realm of Steel Rats, maybe they'll look to swap him out, as they do have other players available. And of course, we'd love to see Toxic.
We would indeed. There you go, Bab joining as spectator. Sparty disconnecting as well. Yep, and Maddox.
Maddox and Toxic.
Definitely been impressive on Realm of Steel Rats. Still a great record for Sweden. They've still only lost one map in this whole tournament. And so far they've got 6 out of 6 victories.
Of course, that map we lost was Purgatory, which is a new map, and you know, you can argue that they just didn't know it, but you couldn't take anything away from the Czechs' performance on that map when they beat them. They really did dominate Sweden, played really well, but no one else has managed to take a single map away from them.
So, Realm of Steel Rats. This was formerly in Quake 3 Arena, known as CPM 4. Unique in the fact that it doesn't have a railgun. It has all the other weapons: gauntlet and machine gun to the spawn, the shotgun, grenade launcher, rocket launcher, lightning gun, and plasma gun. It has one power-up, the quad damage. 1 red armor and 2 yellow armors to work with. So, Vor, what's the key to this map, Realm of Steel Rats?
The key usually is the LG and red armor area. You'll pretty much see fight over those all game unless a team decides to try something really different, but I don't think that's likely. And committing your team to the lightning gun is so important because it is really the dominant weapon on this map. You can expect the team that gets most lightning guns to, well, not definitely win, but definitely have a massive advantage when it comes to firepower. LG is useful in pretty much all areas of the map. And combined with that red armor, if you can take that as well, it's going to be hard for the other team to do anything. You really have to keep those items contested at all times.
So let's just look at the teams. Dibby, Maddox, Toxic, and Puri for Sweden. The 2 substitutes, Maddox and Toxic in. And for Poland we got West, Verb, Avec and Zik. Unchanged team. I mean, you can't think of any substitutes they would make to that amazing lineup anyway.
Now they have a very thin squad. They really don't have any, well, any equivalent replacements, you'd say. There are
the same
other people that
caliber.
can play. Yeah.
Sweden always blessed with the world's best, you have to say.
Yeah, I mean you can see they've dropped Sparty and Bab, who are, you know, good players, and they've brought in another 2 good players and arguably 1 amazing player.
Very excited to see Toxic play again, preparing for DreamHack, of course.
Yeah, where he'll be with his Ice Climbers team. Slightly unusual lineup for an Ice Climbers team, but strong as always.
For anybody that is new to Quake in Quake Live, then Icy was perhaps the best European team deathmatch team ever, perhaps, Will, over the period of Quake 3.
Yeah, and if you don't want to say they're the best, then they're at least top 3.
And amazing world-class players such as Toxic was spawned from Team Deathmatch. Of course, he went on to dominate in Quake 4, 1 versus 1.
Yeah, and what it had taken from being such a dominant 1v1 player in Quake 4, it'd be really interesting to see how that, you know, changes his game, because Toxic in Quake 3 TDM was always a really aggressive player, always looking to put massive amounts of pressure on the other team. But it'd be interesting to see if he's changed his game style slightly since then.
Known for
We
his...
haven't seen that much of him in Quake Live TDM. We've only seen small snippets of what he's capable of.
Yeah, we saw him play for Sweden in the Nations Cup match. I think it was against France. NVC very proud of shoutcasting that one, always going on about it.
Yeah.
But he wasn't practicing TDM then, just came in for 1 game and then
this is
disappeared
different.
again. This is very much different. Of course, Toxic is very much the aim beast, the original superstar aimer.
Yep.
Maybe still the best.
Unbelievable LG.
Don't know quite what we're waiting for. Waiting for Maddox, in fact, to ready up. Let's see what he's doing.
Maddox to me is an interesting pick. I mean, he's a strong player, obviously, but you know, you don't associate him necessarily with being an absolutely amazing TDM player. But we'll see.
There we go. We are actually starting on Maddox. It gets probably one of the worst spawns down low in that basement, surrounded by players potentially with guns, although he's played that really well and he's got a shotgun out of it, did a lot of damage as well. Oh, it's just gonna suicide up top, and we are on Toxic point of view. Nice rocket. Shotgun combo. He's gonna go down here though. Surely no.
He's not. He's just out of ammo.
If you can get the red and then drop off some health, there's no health around. Finishes off Zik though. Quad will be up anytime soon, 30 seconds to 59 seconds in the first minute, and then every 2 minutes from its pickup time thereafter. Toxic just looking around for health here though. He's going to miss out on the quad, and Avik in fact picks it up for Poland.
He didn't want to waste his armour. I mean, he had that red armour, he hadn't taken any damage, he just didn't have any health. Avik struggling on the health count as well at the moment.
He's waiting for this low yellow.
He's going to be waiting quite a while for that.
Doesn't want to get caught out either. Oh, did he? Don't know what kind of jump that was. But Avik, wow. Obviously got the call that the quad was there, the Swedish team, and they just converged on top of him. Curry now waiting for this lower yellow before he goes anywhere. Interesting positions we've been following players in. Normally you don't get players spending so long around these yellows. Probably waiting all that time, and now he's going to run off.
I think he had already picked it up.
Well, it's up on its spot now, so maybe he should have realised he'd waited basically a full 25 seconds before going, but he's now moving round to the red armour area. Big open expanse, well, not completely open, but multi-tiered. Sweden not really rushing the lightning gun like perhaps we expected.
I think they're looking to get a time on it. They're not looking to just stand around it and die, giving up 2 frags there.
You could light.
I think they had time on it. You can see it just spawned as Maddox died, so quite unlucky for him not to get that.
So you could liken it to the way that Purgatory Red Armor's played. No point perhaps diving in and just committing suicide essentially. Why didn't West switch away from his weapon there? I'm not sure. He did have the shaft, but he didn't drop that at least.
No, and Zik's been killed because of it.
Yeah, I mean that was such a silly non-switch to machine gun and
And
gauntlet.
giving away weapons, there's no way to really keep track of how many frags it costs your team, but over a whole game, if you keep dropping weapons, it's going to give away a hell of a lot of frags.
There we go, quad picked up by Dibby. Poland nowhere really to be seen after he's picked that up. And a slow movement towards this lower area here. Maddox, what's he going to do? Is he going to bait them round? Poland nowhere to be seen. They faded away at the moment. Good work from them. There, one spotted right on the red armor. There it is, up Verb. Unlucky not to get it. Taken right in front of the quad carrier as well, but he wasn't bothered. And Sweden now 8 up. Nice
Oh, what a great
rocket. Brilliant play. In control, 10 frags up for.
Yeah, at the moment, I think Poland is struggling for weapons. They haven't been getting many of those LGs in the last minute or so.
Just going to switch around. See what the Toxic's doing, in fact.
Yeah, Toxic has just picked up 2 frags with pretty much no damage received. There's a third.
I was looking at his LG 57 and I thought, wow, he probably hasn't used it much. He then shot a little bit more and actually went up to 58%.
And look, he's running this low route, which, if he doesn't get caught out running it with low health, could really cause a lot of problems for Poland if he can pick up a lot of these yellows. There's so much LG ammo on this side of the map as well.
This is the kind of time you want to be perhaps leaving the red armor area anyway before quad. He's going to pick up the 225s first, doesn't want to get spawned and someone steal that yellow, but he does in fact get that armor, and it'll be quad
good
next.
For quad if no one catches him out beforehand. There's someone stood up there from Poland.
He's got a rocket as well. He's gone down for the shaft damage. He's got 10 seconds to go. Blocked by his teammate.
Excellent.
Of course, killer shaft
there you
from
go.
Toxic. And now he's got a quad. Here's an excellent time to join him. So, moves in lower area, picking up on 225s as he goes, and he's looking for that shaft ammo.
More LG ammo for him.
Thank you very much, West, giving us your weapon again. Oh, ran straight into the rocket though.
Yeah, that'll take all the momentum out of his quad run. But you have to say, the last minute or so from Toxic's been pretty much perfect.
Yeah, very low health again for Toxic as he backs off and tries to stack up. And there you go, there's that shaft and yellow armor for him. They really run all over the map on this one, Sweden, though.
It's mainly just Toxic who's choosing to do this, though. The rest of his team are still doing stuff over at Red. But, you know, one player leaving Red and getting all the items Toxic's been getting is so effective, because he can just come back to Red when the next LG's up and the next Red's up, and he's in a great position.
There it was, did a load of damage to all 4 Polish players. Avek almost going down there to Toxic. Toxic is eventually going to die, and we're on West point of view. But he's only on 4 health, so he shouldn't survive too long. Not in this area. And lucky the 225s were up then. Score's still close though, Vor.
Yeah, it is. Poland aren't being, demolished. They still in this, definitely.
Oh my god. West just giving away the shaft.
Yeah, without that great play from Toxic in the last minute that we saw, the score would be, tied. Poland are certainly staying in this game.
Maddox has the red armor. He has the shaft that was dropped by West freely for him. 5 seconds to go till the quad. He's going to try and make the jump. He wants Dibby to go ahead of him, I think. He's given away his position here. And there we go. Zik with the quad. He's got a shaft, rocket, and shotgun. He's got no armor though. Could really do with some of that. But the yellows aren't going to be up. The red's up, but it's the wrong side of the map for him. Free
Let's
kill
be
on Dibby.
careful there, not to hit Avek. He did really well not to.
Can be tempting just to hold down fire, of course, when you got quad. Nice
That's a great
movement in behind Toxic. Brilliant. 10 seconds to wait till red, but he's worked that really well.
Yeah, and look at the weapons he's got. He's got everything except plasma damage. Really good position to be in. If he gets this red, look at the machine gun damage he's taken there. He didn't even notice.
Where was that even from? Well, who was that from? That was a really good shot. I'm going to write that down in my notebook.
Teams are tied.
And there we go. Teams are tied, though, for Poland. Good work from Zik. We seem to survive after this quad.
Teams
Pick up the red and do a lot of damage. Now Puri on the yellow side of the map. Two of his teammates there as well. 55 seconds before quad. They're kind of out of position, you'd have to say, Evo.
Yeah, slightly, and I don't know if they had weapons. Puri could have given them some, but they've moved off towards red regardless.
There we go. Puri has 100 armor, though, so if he can make that last and use it to win this red armor in a shaft area, that'll work out brilliantly.
He's been caught in a bad position there.
Ripped apart by Verb. He's only hitting 29% shaft, but he did get a kill with it. As the teams are tied, 20 seconds till the quad. The teams will start moving that way as we speak.
Yeah, now is the time to move to quad, because this is a quad that if you set up well and are positioned effectively, it's very hard for the other team to move in.
Of course it is, much like deep inside. A map you can still just jump onto it and save it at the last second. But there we go, nobody does this time. Good team kill from Verb. Didn't actually get the frag, I don't think, on the player he was aiming for. But Puri just dives right into his rocket. And
First
here's
time
the
we've
yellow.
seen a quad go this way, instead of going low.
We've always thought, of course, from the Quake 3 days, Verb, such a good power at running, his beautiful movement. And here he is, moving around the map pretty rapidly. I don't quite know. Oh my god, nice rocket, but I'm not quite sure why he didn't finish up at the red armor.
Well, his team actually had red secure because obviously, Sweden are looking to avoid the quad. It does look like they've moved in now, which is unfortunate for Poland.
That's good work from Verb though, but he's in a bit of a dangerous position down low.
Yeah, I mean, the reason he went away from red at the end of his quad run is because you could see that his team had it, and they probably told him, well, we've got this secure, but he ends up back there after his quad run's ended and finds out that they don't have it.
Just does a bit of damage, then backs off. That's good play from Verb. Doesn't want to dive in and take needless machine gun damage when he doesn't need to. He needs some shaft ammo to do some more work. He just had a peek there to see if it was up, and the yellow wasn't up either. Probably diving down on the lightning gun spawn. It looks like he just missed out though. And in fact, Sweden being a bit rash here perhaps.
2 frags in 2 seconds.
Yeah, they've given up a few frags, maybe needlessly, but you say needlessly, you've got to contest, you said it, you've got to contest the LG. You can't just let them go for free, and even if you do die, you really got to damage the people looking to pick it up.
Okay, beautiful movement from Verb, eventually going down to Toxic's LG, still at 41%. Quad is up in a couple of seconds, he's going to miss it.
Yeah, wasn't going to come up before quad for him.
Oh, there you go, West gets quad though and goes straight down to Puri's attack, so it worked out well for Toxic in the end there.
Yeah, and that will leave Toxic in a good position at red now, if we switch back to him. Although apparently he has died since then, somehow.
Well, we're following Maddox then. He's up on the red army, he doesn't have anything to work with though, only 5 bullets, but he's going to get the red out of this. The failed jump from the Polish player, I didn't see who that was. Oh my god, he's got a pummel kill on Avik! Eventually going down, now on Puri's point of view, he had a bit of armour to work with, presumably a yellow.
And we've seen a lot of fighting, and no real clear control for either team in this area now, which...
Watching Toxic come in with armour, with a rocket launcher, pressuring on that red. Eventually he goes down. West, excellent position here, though he does rocket a teammate. Well, it seems like West has these kind of big errors on this map. And we always seem to capture them, so maybe we shouldn't follow him so much. He does drop an LG to a direct rocket from Toxic. Toxic doesn't get a chance to escape though, and Verb kills him with a nade. Poland's still ahead.
Really is going kill for kill though. I mean, it's still a 6 frag gap, and I think we've had a 6 frag gap for about a minute now.
Puri trying to defend this squad already. He's doubled up on the yellows. He's got plasma with a good amount of ammo as well. Shotgun and nades to work with. Just catches Zik out, who's picking up the rocket. Although, oh my god, nice rocket from Zik. He survived and Puri's lost everything he had.
Yeah.
9 seconds till quad. Looks like Poland are the guys in position at the moment. Oh my god, the nades from Verb do eventually get their kill, and it's Avec with the quad, with the shotgun, takes out Toxic there before he moves on. Puri, really good attack from Puri actually. I don't know how he didn't kill Avec, but...
Yeah, he hit the first shotgun and he didn't, I don't think he hit more than one pellet after that, unfortunate.
As Poland have hit the triple figure scoreline. Avec trying to work in this mid-range distance with a shotgun. It's rather unfortunate he didn't have a shaft. Got taken out by West. Well, on West's point of view anyway. Nice rockets taking out Puri. The attack, just the machine gun. It's really now where they can extend their lead, Poland. But that is an aggressive push from Dibby.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so aggressive from both teams at the moment. Every time Sweden get killed, they just come straight back to that LG area and they pick up kills for themselves. So really, other than that period just around the quad, the score really isn't changing much because it is just going kill for kill.
Dibby does back off there and picks up 325s to health himself. Nice and solid. He has got a rocket launcher and a plasma to work with usable amounts of ammunition in 35 seconds before the next squad. Is probably advisable as Sweden hit the century that, yeah, control this quad area. I mean, he took out Avec there, but with a lot of effort, and he's only got 41 health now. Going to wait for this lower yellow, but not in as good a position as he was just a few seconds ago. 10 seconds till quad. Stibby goes down. 3 seconds till quad. Puri's on the spot again. Picks it up, goes down in the back shaft. And then it's just kill for kill at quad.
Yeah, kind of strange really, but there wasn't really anyone else at quad with Puri there.
Yeah, I don't think we've even seen Toxic at quad once, apart from the time he actually got quad.
Yeah, it seems that they've just said to Toxic, if you think you're in a better position to just leave quad to the rest of us, then do it. Because, you know, we saw him that time, just sat on the red, he had an LG, the red was coming up after quad spawned, and it seems they just decided to let him do that.
It's when Sweden built up this kind of lead in the first map that they managed to go on and just secure the victory. And you have to start thinking that perhaps, unless they start coming back soon, there's only 2 power-ups left on the map, then Sweden might be losing this second map to Poland. Of course, Poland do need to win this map to carry on the series of games.
Yeah, and they'll be quite confident, I think, if they can take this map. Because, as we said, the upcoming maps, Deep Inside, Grim Dungeons, these are maps that Poland are really, really strong on.
And they are, of course, the holding Nations Cup champions.
Yeah, they're not going to want to give that up. At least not without a good fight, and that's not going to mean they want to lose this 3-0.
As we talked about that, over this period, though, Sweden have come right back on the frags. They had excellent positions. Dibby especially, as we've been following him the whole time. He hasn't really been in the action, but look how stacked he is now.
The pace of the game has really dropped in the red area. It was so action-packed there for the past 3 or 4 minutes, and now it's completely died off.
Dibby, is he going to steal this quad? Puri grabs it again. Look, Puri just... This is what I like about Puri, and what NVC would definitely highlight, is that this guy just says, right, I'm going to win the match. Takes it upon his hands, on his head. Just to go out and win the match, and he's going to take every quad he can get.
Yeah, he takes the quad around, thinking whether his teammates are in a better position to take it than him, which I think is quite a good idea in some ways, because you see so often teams that think, delay the quad to give it to someone else, and someone from the other team will come in and steal the quad while they're trying to do that. Puri doesn't even give that a chance to happen, he just takes it regardless.
Look at this amazing passage of play from Sweden, just brought it back, and they're now 4 frags ahead. There's only 1 quad left on the map, and, well, this is your sort of catch-22 situation here. I mean, you have to put pressure on Sweden, you have to try and damage them and grab the key items, but at the same time, if you do that, you're risking the gap increasing for.
Yeah, it's a real dilemma for Poland, because as you said, you can't just allow Sweden free reign at that red area, because then you're going to be dealing with 4 Swedish players who've all got 100 armour and LGs, so you have to keep the pressure up, Poland.
There we are, with Zik's point of view, he did get the last red. Next one's 10 seconds away, and he hasn't lost any army yet. He's going to health up on top of that.
Ideally, he'll want an LG for himself.
It's not even interested in looking around there, though. Oh my god, another great rocket from Dibby. He's the rocket master for Sweden today. And actually, the 2 yellows are just being farmed out by the Swedes.
Sweden are in really good positions here. They're staying together as a team, and they're not even looking to attack Poland. They're making Poland come to them.
Yeah.
And look, Toxic has an LG, so...
And he's looking good for this final quad. Dibby looks like he wants it, though. Yeah, and he has got a good armour stack himself.
Yeah, I'd have let Toxic take it, though.
10 frags the difference. And Sweden, again, just show how controlled they are in these situations. Even when they were behind, they didn't... It just... In their minds, they were never going to lose.
Well, you saw that even when Sweden were down by 10 or 11 frags on this map, they still kept so much pressure up on the LG and the red armour area. They never let up the pressure. They never let Poland get settled.
Really is. Excellent play from Sweden, and with 30 seconds left, 12 frags the difference. Poland are not, short of a miracle, going to come back.
No, unfortunately, that will be it for this final. Sweden winners 3-0, undefeated throughout the whole competition. Only 1 map dropped.
Incredible statistics.
Just have to say they are deserved champions of this Nations Cup season. 14th season of ClanBase.
Congratulations, Sweden.
Or 14th Nations Cup.
Nations Cup champions again. Unlucky Poland, they come second. Of course, we do have Denmark, a 3rd place, very deserved, and Germany in the 4th spot. Toxic out on top, 58 frags, 28 deaths, 41% accuracy overall.
Yep, certainly a good player to be able to bring in just for this map.
So, thanks for joining me, Vor. Good night, everybody.